dive in and be in melee range to spin around with her ulti to really do a lot of damage. So you have to commit for Turtle, whereas Kai'Sa doesn't always have to. And as you're saying, it just feels very tricky for Samira to find. Ended up being surely that TP does help Someday out a little bit. Also, as absolutely expected, 2v2 push already.
Oh, they're going to dive.
All right, here we go. Already, Rel going to try and bounce away there. FBI splash to the other side of the tower. Wild Turtle low, but not dead just yet. Demonte flashing in, looking for the stun, but isn't going to find it. Here's Griffin. His first blood goes over to RJS. The crab go up. That's going to be a second kill over to CLG as they answer beautifully and take out 100 Thieves.
And nicely done by CLG. When Turtle hit level 2 there, it didn't feel like the dive was going to work anymore. And this is the kind of play that 100 Thieves has been going for consistently throughout the lock-in tournament. But the difference here was they didn't have their jungler. Normally that is the 4v2 play that they're looking for. Now on the top side, they're trying to punish Finn for not having his
Oh,
TP.
what a flash by Finn, but I don't think it's going to matter. Someday getting low, not dead just yet, and closing. I'm going to have to reset the aggro. That's a disaster. Finn is going to get the double buffs and the kill.
Yeah, he was too late on the seismic shove. He actually didn't land in time during that Renekton stun. So Finn was able to flash out, avoid. This is in there. He's likely going to be going for the tanky Nocturne build. You know, some people do go lethality still, but much more common these days is just Gore Drinker Sterix, and you just go Lethal Temple like this, and you are much more of a bruiser.
Ooh, Someday popping the ultimate. Getting on top of Finn and dealing some damage. Griffin busy with the Drake will finish it off, but Finn needs a bit of assistance here. Griffin, though, is going to make sure his top lane is A-OK. And Someday, once again, with a very nice attempt. Just keeping up in pressure, keeping up in farm. And
reset it, and they start that process over and over and over again. And they've created a 30 CS advantage with that dive plus all of this. Now, nice little attempt there as Demonte drops the ultimate early, and had RJS not flashed, then you have all those balls on the ground for the scatter.
Oh,
nice
there we
play.
go again, though, Ferromancy in the mid lane, but it's not even needed, really, as Griffin's going to pick up the kill with that combo once again. You said you wanted to see it, Azale, and CLG will do you proud.
That was perfect. That's exactly what you need to do when you force out a summoner.
Yeah, actually, Finn flashing out. I think maybe he saw the Herald getting dropped behind. It's like, oh, I think
he's playing too defensive.
Need to get out of here.
I feel like they should be fighting this. You have your Nocturne ultimate. I don't really get why they're playing it that scared. This is just way too late now. Like, he could have just postured, completely prevented the Herald from even getting a charge if Griffin just moved down, but now on top side they're getting engaged on.
Yeah, counterplay again. Hui just continuing to engage here in the 2v2, and Smoothie and Wild Turtle just going to have to disengage. I mean, no kills, but still the pressure is mounting. That CS lead still very healthy for FBI, and now comes the dive for 100 Thief. It's Someday this time. Up in the top side of the map, and looks like Smoothie's going to be the first target. He gets done. TP in again. As Turtle going to get exhausted. Hui trying to tank what he can, but dancing back around to Someday. Needs to finish it off. What a play. Dive straight in onto Turtle. Ripped him to pieces as Smoothie's trying to keep himself alive. Does indeed do so as Finn's TP did at least ensure the trade, but now FBI and Hui can still turn it back around because no more help is coming.
It is a 1-for-1, so CLG pretty quick on those TPs. Do you have to give them
1,000 gold? But it is that first Drake for CLG, and given how we're relatively early into this game, I would say that's pretty close to even. 100 Thieves will be happy with the lead, but this is certainly not, you know, the style of games we saw from them in the locking, where they were just obliterating people. CLG have done a really good job of holding on and trading very efficiently. Now as the Drakes even up, the game will move ever closer to parity once again, and it will be Infernal Salt for this game. So at some point in the mid-game, we're going to have a pretty explosive one, pun not intended, but
kind of pulling the trigger enough on some of these side lane plays. But we'll see if they can make anything happen here. Turtle is roaming up. You can see Syndra is TPing in a mid lane, so could be behind them potentially.
Yeah, Demonte here on the flank. Riftel's getting low. Lights turned off. Oh, what a play there. Smoothie actually dove in, and that's Griffin. Gonna grab himself the Riftel there. Hui running away, but it's 2 kills already for RJS. So he picks off the Talia as well. Now Someday fighting Griffin, but Griffin's gonna win as CLG run away with that team fight.
That was a huge combo. It looked like it was the Rel plus the Shockwave plus the Nocturne all layering their CC there, pulling them in with the Magnetism, hitting them with Shockwave as the lights were turned off there. And the Rel stun going over top as well. Really nice layering of CC as 100 Thieves stacked up and got destroyed for doing it.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out which displacement came first, but I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Both Magnet Storm and Shockwave looking good here for the Honda performance play.
Yeah, we can see again as in they go, them have a kill. So really, CLG's top side is very far ahead. The bot lane is now in parity, and 100 Thieves are going to have to play a strong game from this point to get back in it. even more gold going to be put in the pockets here of Wild Turtle, as he's going to get the solo tower gold down on this bottom lane, as 100 Thieves didn't have the confidence to actually push up and try to defend that. So CLG getting themselves into a good spot. We'll see if 100 Thieves can do what they did yesterday, where they were able to battle back through team fights, because again, they find themselves in a 3k dev spawn. They're going to move down to this bottom side though. Finn up on the top side does have his TP. This is going to be an uncontested dragon. 100 Thieves not with much of a response here, unless they can try to take out Finn, who is now spotted by a ward. And when you're playing weak side and your team is taking dragon, there's just really no reason to be this far up.
Well, your escape has been cut off there by Closer's wall. Oh, stunned straight in there as Hui is going to get the follow-up. FBI Killer Instincts over and dodges out the incoming Grag Assault that was trying to disengage. So beautifully done as FBI. It is Closer with the red buff burn, I believe, that finds the final auto.
At very least, he got the flash out from Hui, did force out some ultimates, but there's just no reason to be posturing aggressively whatsoever. He was trying to be a little bit too clever for his own good. He wanted to try to hide out and see if he could maybe get some experience or something like that, just try to leech what he could from the play. But he had a shutdown to give, and you gave that shutdown over when the other 4 members on your team were playing on the other side of the map. At least for them.
Just general pace and certainly the comp that CLG have here. I don't think they're really rushing out to make things happen. They have been pretty deliberate in their choices for engagements, but very effective when they choose them. Total also just recently picked up the Collector, so he's going to be even stronger at the next few fights. And there's this tower to finish off as well. So CLG just doing things by the book as they take the towers down. 4-2 now up in turrets, as that gold lead does extend ever so slightly.
Man, FBI is on his own by this tower, so if he shows...
Gonna group up here instead around the Baron pit. But no Baron to really jump on right now. CLG actually maybe getting cut off here. 100 Thieves, looks like they found the angle. Smoothie gonna be the first target. Jumps in with a Magnet Storm though, and the lights are off again. Shockwave does find 2. Griffin dives into the back line as CLG Smoothie getting low but not dead just yet. Demonte finding the damage, but Griffin actually is able to pick up Closer as CLG is still battling, and they'll take the rest of the team fight. It's FBI that gets a counter kill. Griffin goes down, but CLG win out.
A great turn again from Smoothie, looking Core JJ-esque there on the turnaround from Rel. Team fight, unless there is some sort of a miracle flank or engage from Someday. So they've got themselves into a pretty tough position. They are looking for a pick here potentially onto Smoothie, but he can W over the wall as the rest of his team is just going to take this dragon and move themselves to sole point here.
Yep, don't even need to commit everyone. Just have RJS and Smoothie kind of guiding the mid-wave in. Finn was ready with a potential coverage if they wanted to come through their red side near the Raptor pit. And they know that 100 Thieves aren't going to go anywhere near that. Baron, they've even got...
Yeah, I think he can continue to wave clear, so I feel like it might have made more sense to just go towards more of a team fight item like the Serix.
Oh, Griffin just straight onto Demonte, who's got the flash, but this doesn't really seem to matter. The roll stun was there, but at least angle-wise, but... Didn't get the stun follow-up there as Griffin is going to fall down. Demonte can actually get revenge as 100 Thieves come in to reinforce for their mid laner, and CLG for once actually overstep their bounds on an engage.
Yeah, I mean, he's been so passive with his ultimates, and then that is the one that you go for.
A buff, and 100 Thieves know they have to commit to at least a 50-50 here.
I think they want the fight. I think they actually just want to try to force the fight. But Gragas has his ultimate back now. Pretty short cooldown. Griffin still does not have his, but it may end up being that smite fight.
Smoothie again, he finds the engagement. How does he keep doing it? W in the Magnet Storm. Shockwave is there. Dragon is dead. It's RJS that collects it.
FBI though.
And CLG are just popping off. Wild Turtle going nuts. But he's not enough there as FBI is able to grab the shutdown, and 100 Thieves turn it around. Griffin now going to find FBI. See you later as he grabs that shutdown. But now it's 2v1. Griffin the only one standing for CLG, and it's only Hui and Demonte for 100 Thieves.
He's out of there. He's got enough move speed. What a scrappy fight. But the critical thing is CLG came out with the dragon, so they now have the Infernal Soul. FBI having a great team fight for himself there. Almost got away with it, too, if it weren't for Griffin getting the ultimate back. But 100 Thieves a little bit slow on the play. And as a result, Finn's ultimate actually did cool down before most of the advantages CLG does have, but they are now setting up around that Baron, and of course, going to be able to kill this off very, very quickly. So 100 Thieves have got to respond, and fast, but all ultimates are up for CLG.
Yeah, keep again your eyes on
They're trying to finish.
Oh, it's an early cast there for Finn to try and disengage. The Baron goes down to CLG, and 100 Thieves, if they really want to go back in here, going to look for a couple of exit kills, but over the wall goes Griffin, burns the flash to stay safe, and CLG walk in and walk straight out.
I like it. Just committed to it. They knew.
Team fights here, and they're going to have pretty much a guaranteed fight here in a minute 45 around the Elder Dragon. Benefits either team if they can steal it away, but still plenty of pushing to do before we get to that point for CLG. Minute 50 left on that Baron buff, while Turtle and Finn are going to knock down this tier 2 in the bottom lane nice and easily, and inhibitor towers are quickly under siege here as 100 Thieves need to regroup and try and find some sort of counterattack.
Yeah, just try to clear out these waves for now. I think they'll probably try to wait out the Baron buff if they can. Delay.
Ooh, attempt on Finn. They do get the stun from Syndra, but he doesn't quite get the follow-up there. Some tenacity helping Finn body slam out of there. Gonna shut off the... Ooh, blocked. Unfortunately there. Closer was trying to block off the entrance, and now Griffin's going to dive in, just turn off the lights and force them back. CLG don't even need to pull the button. In fact, it's on Sunday that Griffin's going to end up on there, as Turtle is going to drive back in. There's so much damage here on the CLG side as Sunday's golden, but he needs to live here as FBI is trying to dish out what damage he can. Demonte keeping Finn away, but CLG is still ready with the threats. They've got Shockwave, they've got Rel ulti. Turtle going to dashing once again, looking to get aggressive as CLG will walk out with the inhibitor. That's really all they wanted.
They get it, but it's 15 seconds on Elder. Do they even have time to reset? They're actually just going to try to run straight there. They will be TPing Finn.
But being patient, right? Wait for those supers in the bottom lane to keep forcing out pressure. Although they are going to just go onto the Dragon. 100 Thieves going to have to pick their spot soon. They're going to try and zone off Smoothie here. I like that he's trying to mark the other support, but CLG again, turn off the lights. They're going to go back in as Smoothie's found the angle. FBI, the target. They need to take him down, but Kaiser not dead just yet. RJS though taking down Hui, but Smoothie has fallen to Demonte, and now Sunday in the backline. How did he get in there? He's got one GA. He needs to get more though, as Turtle is going to be the target. He needs to kill FBI over the wall. He's trying to get the damage done, but out of range from the Weaver's wall. FBI just barely not able to get in there. Turtle going to dive back in, but he's had the GA. Remember, as FBI is trying to scoop them up, and Turtle, he will fall down. It's almost an ace as Griffin, the only one left alive on the CLG side, and 100 Thieves will be the ones to get the Elder Dragon.
Oh my god, I cannot believe the 100 Thieves were able to win that fight. Turtle flashing in at the end of the fight. He had the GA, so he thought he could go big, but he did not have the shield bow proc available. He did not have his ultimate actually fully charged. He was close on the style charge. It looked like he was probably at a B or an A or something, so needed one or two more. Flashes in on RJS, forces out the Zonias, knocks down one GA, chasing onto Wild Turtle, who goes down. And then Turtle, he thinks he can go big here, but he hadn't actually life stolen up, and he would have needed a couple more attacks, so he goes in straight on top of Closer's Q, and the isolated Q from the Kai'Sa at this point of the game with that much AD is nothing to mess with. Instantly dies, loses the passive charges in the GA, comes up, dies again, and CLG losing fight. Ultimate's there. Elder is still active. Guess what's going to happen now? Baron. There's 20 seconds on this. They will just rush this because they know there's no ultimates available. They're not even going to contest. They're just giving up a free Baron off of that play. CLG feel like they're falling apart a bit here in the later minutes of this game. Going for the play. Finn with the misexecution there. Someday easy dash away. They don't get anything from him. And then on the other side, you lose the Baron. And now as CLG, true.
I only held my breath because I wouldn't put it past him, given where we are in this game. But does show some discipline. Realizes that the return on this play is probably not the correct EV for him to go in. So instead, we'll just group up with Someday and take down the tier 2 in bottom lane. 100 Thieves do have that Red Bull Baron buff ticking away for a while longer. Here goes Griffin again, though. The stun in from Rel this time will connect. But still have to get out of there. That's not going to be it as the shutdown comes in onto Demonte. But 100 Thieves now trying to fight it out. Wild Turtle spinning around, but he's going to get himself shut down. FBI does manage to grab it, I believe, but Finn with a beautiful cast this time does isolate Someday. RGS with the ultimate, but FBI can't get back in. Someday is going to resurrect, but Finn's taking a little bit too much damage. Someday will be able to dash out safely.
Go longer than that.
It's going longer.
It's pretty insane to see back-to-back games where they're going 45 minutes after lock-in, where they were just stomping through games, having some of the quickest game times. Oh my god, that damage on Finn.
They're going to dive in. Huhido taking a little bit too much damage. Finn is able to body slam out. Lights are off. Griffin diving in. There's the ulti out of Finn. That's a kill. Griffin able to take down Hui, but Demonte's letting her rip. The GA popped. And now straight in the middle of the enemy team. Not where you want to be, as Demonte will take that trade every day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, Griffin, you're ulting in to kill off Hui, a low HP support as the jungler, FBI, and now FBI
Killer instinct we like to see, literally, as Finn will get a real prize at the end of this. All CLG need to stay around here.
I mean, it's up to RJS now. You have to hope for some sort of a combo from Orianna to steal it because the jungler just died to kill off the enemy support. That is not an even trade whatsoever in this situation. Can RJS do it?
Someday going back in, maybe it's just a turn. Closer just completely takes down Rel. Smite is there, it's good indeed, it's true for Closer as 100 Thieves. They take the Elder Dragon this time, and FBI doesn't have ulti back up, so it can't make his way back in. As CLG lose a second person and the buff, most importantly, is 100 Thieves looking to maybe prove me wrong and close this game out.
I mean, the game time is getting late. The death timers are getting long. As Smoothie going down, still 30 seconds on his respawn. So at the very least, 100 Thieves will take the inhibitor. I do think they're going to retreat after that, as it is, 4 members on the map right now. Hui isn't even with them, and Someday still has 30 seconds on his respawn. So the game is going to continue here. We can watch this one more time as CLG just giving up too much to try to kill off Hui. Look at this damage. That is purely Syndra, by the way, onto a full tank Gragas.
Late. Things go down as we have a bit of communication from old Rouserplasm. As I was dying in my little apartment room, hoping CLG wouldn't narrow this game down to the only way 100T win this game through Elder. And here we are. As 100 Thieves take the Baron.
As 100 Thieves get an uncontested Baron, and FBI is on 6 items, and he sold his boots. So he is about as stacked as you can get. They got the Red Bull Baron. Mid laners on both sides are full build. Turtle is full build as well, but he's holding on to the boots for now. We will see, can CLG survive? This game was in their control for so much of it. It would hurt so bad to lose a game like this for them. I mean, but here we are.
You just can't, Hui's playing bodyguard, but Damonte is just so strong. FBI is again going to be the target. Oh, that's the engage they won. There's the shot. Takes down Closer. Good combo there as RGS takes down Hui as well, and Wild Turtle is spinning through the fight as FBI somehow still alive. Damonte here as well. The carries are up. Griffin flashes in. FBI flashes out. They couldn't get the kill. Someday dove the backline on the other side of the map, but he is going to fall as RJS will take him out. So CLG will hold on. That TP is so aggressive, though.
They're going to try to end. I mean, RJS has his TP as well. He's got to get home guards, but 2 people are back there. Finn has got to be careful. The rest of his team isn't around.
Oh, the sun hit.
He just bit much. I mean, if the rest of the team was up there, maybe. Griffin does have his ultimate soon. There are some pretty long death timers, but I don't think they can just go for a death push here. Your opponents still have Baron, but that was a great base defense from CLG. Another really nice combo. They have been able to pull that off multiple times. They're actually losing their Nexus turrets, though, to some supers that they didn't clear before going for this push. And Hui's up here in 5 seconds. Closer's up in 10 seconds. TPs are available for the solo laners of 100 Thieves, so CLG has got to be careful.
They're committing here. They're going to take down this inhibitor and back away. Hui's back up though. Ultimates, of course, at the ready. W does miss. That's pretty important, actually, that Finn doesn't get clipped by the Kai'Sa. Hui now going to dodge around the incoming slows, but Hui's just running at them. Going to keep going here. Oh, they're in this brush. He's going to see them with the sweeper. Hui now sees them, but he's not going to get it. FBI going to be the target once again as Griffin pops the ulti, but Smoothie's going to live. Griffin's so low, and there's a shutdown out of FBI. He just does so much damage. Killer Instinct in! Finn going to be the target there as Closer's flashing in to seal it there as RJS is trying to dance around everything, but he can't. It's shut down there by the Leona as Someday going to TP in to end the game alongside his mid laner. 100 Thieves have battled back, and they will take CLG down in a heartbreaking loss. But the Nexus this time belongs to 100 Thieves as they steal it once again.
Oh, CLG, look at the face of Griffin there. It says it all.